Many people believe that successful people are either born into rich families or have some type of special talent. While both scenarios provide advantages to being successful, they're not necessities. If you are new to this channel, subscribe for more videos like this. If you have already subscribed, welcome back. Learning how to program your mind for success requires developing the skill discipline. Discipline gets you anything you want. It's the difference between successful people and quitters. Successful people hate doing the work required to achieve success just as much as quitters do. What's the difference? Successful people do it anyways. In order to program your mind for success, discipline yourself to do the following things daily. 1. Study the necessary material. 2. Repeat affirmations. 3. Read, write, and focus on your goal. It's really that simple. But these things require work, sacrifice, and delaying gratification. If you can't do these 3 things, stop watching and return when you can. If you're still watching this video and ready to learn, let's get started. Study the necessary material. Your mind knows what you learn. No surprise there. If you study how to open a business, well, you'll know how to open a business. If all you feed your mind is TV, going out with friends, and unproductive things, well, that's what you'll get. So how do you do it? How do you make yourself program your mind in order to achieve the success you want? You begin with studying the necessary material daily. If you put in the work necessary to achieve success, it's close to impossible to fail. Sure, you'll screw up along the way, but that'll only bring you closer and closer to your goal. As an example, let's say you want to learn how to cook. Obviously, watching TV and going out with friends instead of studying how to cook won't help. Success at anything isn't about sitting down and reading one book and thinking, well, I read a book and didn't learn much, so maybe I'll just forget about this. Success is making it a habit to continually study different material on your subject and actually using it. If you read a cookbook, you must physically do what they describe. If you learn a recipe, don't say, wow, I'm going to have to try that one day. Do it. Once you master one recipe, you move on to bigger and greater recipes. Same thing applies to anything else in life. You learn one thing, you apply it, master it, and move on to greater things. The problem people face is wanting to learn how to do a gourmet feast after the first week of studying. Give your mind time to learn the material, and gradually add more and more information. Study one book, and apply it. Move on to an advanced cooking program, and apply it. Eventually, you'll become an expert. But only if you take action and practice patience on a continual basis. You've heard the famous saying, Rome wasn't built in one day. Repeat affirmations. This has to be the easiest way to program your mind with success. But guess what? It isn't. You are a creature of habits, and even something as simple as repeating affirmations is hard to do unless you make yourself do it. Doing it daily turns it into a habit. Affirmations program your mind with what you want. Repeat them often enough, and your mind knows what to look for. If you repeat starting a business is hard, all you'll see is the difficult side of starting a business. Affirmations are used by all successful people. It's an excellent exercise that can change your life, if you can get yourself to do it. When you read, write, and focus on your goal daily, you leave your mind no option but to obsess about making it a reality. If you do nothing else but this one thing, sit down and read, write, and focus on your goal daily, you'll be amazed at just how much advancement you make towards your goal. Moving your hand, thinking about, and focusing on your goal as you write it allows it to become deeply ingrained in your mind. Over time, if you do it daily, it'll become your dominant thought. Here's a secret, your mind focuses on your most dominant thought. If all you feed your mind is your desired goal, over and over, it will become your reality. What's the problem? People don't do it long enough. People will read, write, and focus on their goal for a week, not see any results, and think it doesn't work. IT does work. But you have to stick with it. Let's use the analogy of a plant. You buy seeds and plant them in soil with water. What would happen if after a week, you never watered the plant again? Of course, it would die. It's the same thing with your mind and affirmations. If you plant an affirmation in your mind but only repeat it for a week, you don't give it a chance to grow. The affirmation will die. However, if you continue to repeat it and have patience, eventually it will begin to show. If you want to create success, you must continue to feed the plant, your mind. The more effort, patience, and faith you show, the longer you feed and water it, the more likely it'll grow and become what it was destined to. If you want to program your mind, No book, expensive product, or seminar will help if you don't have the discipline to study daily. You can't just say I'll rest this week and study all day Sunday. Your mind doesn't work like that. You must do it daily, even if it's just for 30 minutes. This creates the habit of learning your material that will lead you to success. I know the road to success requires giving up a lot of things you enjoy doing now. However, keep in mind that you are doing these things now with restriction. You can't do them whenever you want, only when you can. When you achieve success, restriction doesn't exist. How many people do you know that sacrificed and now have all the time and freedom in the world? You have the right to all the success and freedom these people experience. Most people don't want to make the trade. They want to suck out every single instant gratification moment life has to offer. The popular quote, "Live every day like it's your last," is one that I've never agreed with. In my opinion, it's a quote for lazy people. It's an excuse not to delay gratification. It prevents achieving greater things that will bring you more freedom. It's the best way to live a life that lacks passion and fulfillment. When you have this mindset, you settle for what you have and never seek to achieve more. The chances of today being your last day alive is very unlikely. Stop watching the news. All they do is make people believe the world is a horrible place and convince them that this mindset of living like it's your last day is acceptable. If you live every day like it's your last, how will you be living 10 years from now? In an office, trading time for money, spending your week doing busy work making someone else rich? Is that what living every day like it's your last supposed to be like? Thanks, but I'll pass. Show discipline. Work hard. Your success will arrive. Discovering how to program your mind for success isn't rocket science. It's a learned practice. Are you willing to do what it takes? Thanks for watching.